Hi folks, here we'll be in this topic we'll be talking about list, and I think I have also mentioned earlier that your list could be two types. You could be a research based person where you are having you're doing a day-to-day research or whatever is your strategy, whether you're doing swing trade or intraday or long-term trading, whether you're going based on fundamentals or whether you're going based on technical data and all those type of stuff. So you can make your own list, but you have to make sure that you have the list plotted in the algorithm based on a date, symbol, and there are a few more things. Let me see if I can get you that information. Yeah, it would be date. Then you have the symbol, and then you have the trade. The trade could be long, a buy for long, and short for if you want to do shorting. You would have the current price, whichever is the current price. You would have the target price, as I told you earlier, that this could be a formula based, but somehow the algorithm would need that. And your sort criteria, again, that is irrelevant, but you may have to put your sort numbers. So current price and target price. Target price is very simple. You can put a formula that, okay, go plus 1% for buy side on the long and minus 1% from the current price on the short. That's very easy. You can also, if you're maintaining a static list, then in that case you can put a formula equal to today with a bracket, so it'll pick up the date every time. Even if it is a Saturday, Sunday, it'll pick up the date, but the algorithm will look for the date when the engine is switched on, so which will be on a weekday anyway. So for that, depending on again what you're doing, if you're a research based person and you know that, okay, there are certain trades you want to do probably the next following Tuesday, as an example, maybe you're sitting on Friday, you're expecting those stocks to take a direction based on whatever your predictions are from a certain date. You can put that date there. Okay, so you can plan advanced with a date if that's the case. But now if you're into a static person, you don't have time or you don't have that much of a knowledge to do research, because research can be very detailed. Like research can do deep dives for many, many years to come up with certain projections and predictions. So that is one thing. But when you're talking about static, you can prepare different types of list. And one of the list could be from Finviz, as I was telling you earlier. You could select the country, you could select market capital, you could select the price range, you could select the volatility if you want to. You can do whatever you want. I mean, basically here we are looking into a technical aspect of the data where you're looking into remember I was talking about small moving the simple moving average of 50 and 200. In my case, I was giving an example of 2 over 10. So you can easily say that if this is not exceeding, then don't go for long. So it seems like these are pretty good stocks for in the short range, because this 200 SMA 200 is much smaller than SMA 50. But anyway, I don't follow that. Here it seems like SMA 20 is 2.89% versus SMA 50 is 3.54%. So it's still not the time to go long. But anyway, so having said that, there are many, many different ways in which you can prepare your list. And it could be also you can pick up something from Yahoo Screener. If you go to the market, if you go and look into the market, some of my folks, they do that. They pick up the best 10 stocks, performing stocks rather, at that point of time. And let me see if I can bring you up here. Somehow it got stuck. Maybe because I'm recording. That could be also another reason. Yeah. maybe for some reason it got stuck here. So anyway, so you can still do the screening part of it uh, based on whichever way you want to look at it. So again, as said, uh, there is no hard and fast rules in how you prepare your list. But the most important thing is, are you getting ratio of your selection criteria uh, in terms of whether we are getting that ratio of 9 is to 1. That's the important goal. So you can get stock screeners from Fidelity. So many places are there. You can go and look for it. But what the bottom line is, you got to maintain this format, which I just explained here, and it's also on the website. But at the same time, when you are looking into these type of list, you have to also see that what are you looking at? Like, are you looking on terms of the valuation of the stock, or are you looking in terms of any type of financial data if you're looking into onto long-term strategies, or you're looking into type of charts or technical indicators. It all depends on how you want to look at it. If you're looking only into performance, then how you want to measure the performance and make a list of those stocks which are doing, which are performing good in last few days or something of that sort, and you can keep that as your list. So, but at the same time, you have to also keep in mind that you are maintaining the price range, right? Remember, I was telling you about this area where you have to select the stocks within the range you want to maintain. So you make sure that you have that range specified and you monitor that. So you don't have to do this every day, but it is good to do frequently. Say if you really want to get good returns, make 9 trades or out of 10, 9 trades successful, or even out of 10, maybe 8 successful. I think you may have to alter it for your own benefit, because this is going to generate passive income for you anyway. So the more money you make through passive income, the better it is. You can prepare this list the night before if you want to discipline yourself that okay, I will look into this list every day. If you feel that you have no time, you want to work on it on every weekend, you just design a methodology for yourself where you can modify the list, keep this list refreshed, get the most potential scenarios of the stocks which is happening with the price movement and all. Say for example here I can see that the changes happening. If I go based on the preferred week, I think I would say that EMR has been doing pretty well. EL is doing pretty well. Or there are certain ways you can go by the sectors. Sector becomes very important. Like say for example, uh, if you see that energy sector is having a lot of news and a lot of stuff going on in the energy sector, you may filter out your uh, long positions, assuming that the energy sector is doing well. You can have a list for from energy sector. If you know a certain sector is doing bad, say for example retail right now in the midst of coronavirus, it's doing very bad. So if you're wanting to do shorts, then you can keep your stocks based from retail sector. So there is no end to your list, okay? But what is very important is you have to have sufficient on your list, sufficient count of stocks. Say, as I said, if you're looking into conditions like which is favorable and the market is bull, you are looking maintaining a list of stocks which are going bull. Very likely you might be getting a qualified stock from 5 of those. But if the market is not that bull, then probably the algorithm will keep looking from your list. It will not look anything outside the list, but it will keep looking from your list to find out what is the best possible stock to invest in. So again, having said that, your better chances to make pretty good returns looking into all the models which I spoke about would be to have very list for yourself. If you are looking for like investing on say 2 or 3 stocks, I would say maybe 25 to 50 stock list in both direction would be ideal. If you're looking for like to invest in 25 stocks at a time, then maybe around 250 to 300 type of a list would be very good for you, because the algorithm will disqualify, right? As I said, it'll go purely based on the timing, and it will not find a sweet spot if you don't have sufficient stocks on your list. So having said that, I think there are many ways to look at it, but feel free to call me or have a discussion with me if you want to get some more inputs. But it is very important that you maintain your list pretty well. And as you mature with your selection criterias or something on your list, that will reflect on your whether you are on live or on simulation, that will reflect with your results, because you will notice that sometimes with a sweet spot you are making money in probably 10 minutes time or even less than 10 minutes, and I have given a lot of YouTubes and demonstrations as to how that happens when you get into a sweet spot. So this is completely personal how you want to maintain your list. I can help you, guide you in terms of what are you looking for in terms of your strategy, but don't compromise typically on two things. One is market capital and very high average volume. I think I have said that before. Very high market capital and very high volume, because these are the two things where many investors always look at. So there is always a chance that people are buying and selling these stocks. So the price is constantly moving. So having said that, I will wrap up this discussion on list, but if you have further questions, feel free to ask me. Thank you.